Lay down with my day one niggas and we in the club screaming no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no, no, no. Still here with my day one niggas, so you hear me say no new friends, no.
Hi everyone, this is the next part of my video. My eyes have been extremely itchy this morning, so you have to bear with me. But obviously I'm going to try and be more on top of it, as last week I did upload a bit late because I just wasn't really feeling in the mood. Or it was just one of those weeks, I guess. But on a positive note, I had to see the dietitian yesterday, and I am gaining weight, which is good. I am now 5 stone 9, which obviously is still very low, especially some people might be thinking okay, but to me that's a really big achievement because I was only 33 kilograms, you know, when I'd have after operation, and now I'm gaining weight. I'm gaining around 1 to 2 pounds a week, she said, which is really good. And we're trying to get me up to 7.5 stone, which is doable. I mean, I want to be bigger than that, but the goal is 7.5, and if I can get any bigger, she said that's amazing, which I will because I'm determined. She was shocked at how much I eat, actually. I did say it wasn't anorexia and it wasn't, you know, anything like an eating disorder, because I do eat. She asked me, oh, do you have you know, the cake instead of the square bar? I'm like, no, I have it all together. So, you know, I do eat a lot, and I'm glad, because I've missed food where for so long I was just eating it and being sick, which obviously isn't a good thing, but now we know why. Also, another thing we learned from the doctors is that now you're not allowed to officially diagnose anyone with IBS until they've had a test for Crohn's disease, celiac, I think wheat, like gluten and stuff as well. So yeah, things change now, don't they? I reckon that's because 2 other people I know that are, you know, that I know closely collapsed, like 2 years ago and stuff, and ended up with Crohn's and had emergency surgery just like me. So yeah, they're probably wondering, oh, why are all these people just collapsing? That's because you don't do your job. No, the doctors don't. And I'm very strongly opinionated on this. I do get into some heated discussions, but at the moment I don't trust the doctors. Obviously this would leave me in a position where I don't trust them, because why should I? For like years you told me I had IBS and that I was allergic to dairy or lactose and sugar, so I was just wasting away, like looking on the back of everything, like what can I eat? And all this time I wasn't allergic to anything. I can freaking eat dairy now. I eat blocks of cathedral cheese. Like, what is this? I drink milkshakes. It's a joke, really, isn't it? And obviously I think I'm beginning to get really angry with the situation a lot, which is, you know, just think it's ridiculous how the doctors can so easily just push you to the side and say, oh, this is what you've got, or you're a young girl, you must have an eating problem. Yeah, right, okay, because that's why right now I'm eating so much. The annoying thing is I do, you know, I've always been one that takes a long time to gain weight, so it's going to take me a while, which is frustrating. No matter how much I eat, I just don't put on weight. I know people are like, oh, you know, like, love it whilst you can, because when you're older and you start gaining all this weight, but honestly I can't wait for the day, sorry Coco, that I gain weight. Like, I wish I could eat a donut and just pile it on, but no, I can eat 20 donuts and it still doesn't pile on, and it's frustrating. I mean, I'm not the only girl that feels that way. I know any of you petite girls that desperately try and gain weight, and you eat, you know, you eat everything, you eat the whole house if you could, and you still stay the size of a stick. So, yeah, but that's, you know, and I'm angry, just angry at the world at the moment, which is a bad thing. I need to remember that I'm lucky and I'm blessed to be alive, you know, and I'm here. But sometimes I mean, look at my hair right now. I think as well I'm also angry, you know, at like when you are told that you're not supposed to, like, well, that I wasn't supposed to be here twice, so I've basically cheated death twice, or there's a reason that God has kept me on this earth and didn't want me to go anywhere, you think people would, like, realise more, you know, like, people that I've been there for, like friends, and, you know, that you would do anything for, or, you know, you'd go out of your way to make sure they're okay, or, you know, help them, and then it's shocking that there are people that aren't there for you, and then the people that, you know, you hardly speak to or don't speak to are there for you, and it's like, what is going on? Especially people that you know, that you've been there through really hard times for them, and even with, like, well, their life might be just have gone going downhill, and, you know, they've got, like, no aspects in life and no ambition, and you've tried to help them and get that going. So, but when times get hard, people run away. Obviously, you know, I don't expect people to understand exactly what's going on through my head. I think only people that can understand are the people going through something similar, or this situation, or people who have been through this, or, you know, I've had, like, loads of people feel lonely, and so, and I don't feel as alone now, because I know so many people are suffering, and, like, you know, they're going through a similar situation, or, and it's comforting for me that you have those people to talk to, because it is hard trying to explain to people that don't have a clue, or that aren't going through something like this. It's just hurtful when you think you would do, you know, above and beyond for somebody who can't be there for you when it's a hard situation. Like, I don't know how hard it is for someone to, and the worst thing is when they play victim, you know, like, you know, they try and think of everything they can to make themselves feel a little bit better, even though they know that there isn't you can't feel better. Like, you're the one that's just, like, heartless and low, and, you know, to make, I mean, who makes people feel worse about themselves when they're in hospital, or when they've just come out of hospital and they're still struggling with everything? You don't make people, you know, feel bad about themselves. You don't send people pictures of how they used to look, like, you know, like my modelling pictures and stuff, and then you send them pictures of how they used to look because when they've asked you not to, because, you know, like, I don't even look at myself in the mirror right now. I'm so small and I hate it and I feel physically sick. So why are you going to send me pictures of when I was healthy and you find it funny? Or it's just, or why would you say, oh, so and so did this, or so, but I don't care. Like, I've got a lot to worry about. Why do I care? Like, why you don't do that to somebody that you're supposed to be close with, or you're supposed to be there for. I think that's what I'm having a hard time grasping, how, you know, even early dying doesn't change a person sometimes, and then it means that even only God himself can help them, because no matter what, you know, and it's a sad situation, and I think I'm just angry at that, and angry at people in life, and it's just, I don't know, God, like, sometimes it's hard to be positive. I'm trying so hard to be positive, but at the moment I'm just not happy. Like, everything's going so slow and taking so long. I don't even, maybe it's because I'm overtired and I should try and sleep. I don't even care about my appearance, for example. I mean, I have a big piece of shit on my head, excuse my language. Like, I don't know. It's just, one of those situations. And I was hoping that I could do a positive video this week and keep it on a roll, but I'm not feeling positive right now at all. And I'm lucky because I've got some beautiful people around me, like friends and family, so I don't need anything else. I don't need to. Why do I feel so down? I shouldn't, because I've got a whole supportive system around me, you know, and I've got friends who would jump into a volcano for me. Like, literally, I've got such beautiful friends and such beautiful family, and I'm so lucky to have the friends that I have. And even if, you know, going through this horrible, horrendous situation has made me realise that some people that I thought were different and that were, you know, true people in my life, and they're not, I've still got the ones that matter, and I'll never forget that, and I'll always be grateful for those, you know, those people, which is a good thing because I love them all so much. And anytime they need anything from me in the future, like, or any help, I will be there in a heartbeat because they've seen me through it all. So, like, sometimes you have to remember that God does the things that he does to make you stronger, or, you know, more importantly, because he knows you can handle it. If you're in a situation and you're like, why me? It's because God knows you can handle it. He won't put you in a situation that he doesn't think you can handle at all. Which is, you know, we have to remember that, as hard as it is. And we have to thank him every day, you know, for giving us life. Especially, you know, the ones of us who could have had it taken away so easily. We have to thank him so much because he didn't have to save us. And you have to remember there's always going to be a reason why you're still here. Nothing happens as a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. So, by the way, this is bugging me a lot, but if you're wondering what this mark is right here, it's not actually lipstick. I didn't put it on up here. It's a spot, but I don't care. I've literally just, I mean, I've got a unibrow growing. Everything's just, but I haven't done anything. I cannot, like, I will go get my eyebrows redone and maybe I'll feel a lot, like, less monster and more of a human being, but for now, maybe the unibrow can be a new fashion trend. But, you know, I just gotta try and remain focused and positive, and now I've got a goal weight, wow, from the dietitian. I want to go beyond that, but right now that's the goal, 7.5 stone. As soon as I get to 7.5 stone, I'm going to keep pushing, and, you know, just try and be as healthy as possible. I was also going to become a pescatarian. You just eat fish and seafood, as it does digest in your stomach a lot easier, especially for Crohn's. But with, you know, the things that I do, and because I'm so fitness, you know, based, the dietitian said no, that's not really a good idea, especially when you're trying to gain weight. So, you know, I've got to still eat my chicken. Not that that bothers me because I love chicken. I'm still going to eat chicken, and you know, she gave me so much more foods that I could eat because I was a bit terrified, so I wasn't sure, you know, to trial and error, and so now that's good. And I see the Crohn's disease nurse today at 3 o'clock. So when I see her, I will keep you all updated on what she says, but what I do know is I'll find out today if I need medication or not, because some of us, you know, with Crohn's disease, you never need medication, and some do. And you know, the dietitian said sometimes they can give me a high dose because I'm so fitness and like I like fitness, and that would be why. Or sometimes they can start you off on a really low dose, but she said it doesn't matter if you ever have a flare up and a stomach attack, that's fine. All they do is they'll give me like a liquid based diet for a few days, or I can just take some steroids. It depends on how I feel, but like it would be easier to take the steroids because it's over and done with. With a liquid based diet, it can get a bit, because I like food and you don't want to just keep drinking a liquid for like a few days because it probably doesn't taste nice as it is. So that's like all that will happen, which is good. She said, you know, I wasn't supposed to have like an emergency surgery, but they didn't know what was wrong with me, so they had to open my belly to see. She said, but that won't need to happen again, you know, I'll have tablets and it'll be all controlled, because I just worry, like, oh my god, what if I collapse again, what if I have to have another operation and this time I'm not going to be lucky. And you just have all these crazy feelings that's going through your head, and I need to remain positive and focused. And, you know, like, all I have to have done is twice a year have a camera up my bum, and they put you to sleep, and that terrifies me enough, like, literally terrifies me, but that's a small price to pay than what the outcome could have been, you know. So at least I'll be asleep and you're in and out within the same day. I don't know, it's a lot to take in for someone that didn't like needles and doesn't like any, you know, anything like that. I don't even watch Holby C because it makes me sick. My life has changed really quickly. I mean, like, it's got to the point now when I have a blood test, I'm literally like, here's the arm, stick it in. I don't even feel it. Oh, have you gone in? Because I'm just like, I think I've got immune to it all. So, and obviously, you know, I had the doctors last week, like I said, and I did say in my previous video, I believe that the nurse was horrible. I went back in for my dressing to be rechanged yesterday, and, you know, one of the nice nurses had said, yes, she's had 3-4 complaints already. I think you should go get a complaint form. Gabriel, you know you can't jump on my belly because it still hurts. So 1 second, because he just jumped on my belly. But yeah, so we've got a complaint form because, be careful please. Sorry, he's crazy. But I've got a complaint form, Gabriel, to do. Because actually I've got an open wound right at the bottom of my stomach. It's just the last bit, the skin needs to like heal over and then it's done. And yeah, the nurse put iodine on it, on an open wound, and no wonder it was bleeding, because she was grabbing it like this. You don't grab an open wound like this with the tissue on it. No wonder it's bleeding and you gave me iodine, or whatever it's called. What? That's so strong, you don't. So the nice nurse I had yesterday cleaned it again, everything was fine, didn't even sting, because she did what she's supposed to do, and she put some, I don't know what it was, but she said it was like a softer cream sort of thing that she put on it to clean it. And I'm thinking, wow, like, this is why I don't trust the doctors and why I don't want, you know, because look, even some of the nurses can be pricks. Just because you're having a bad day and you're half an hour behind, that's not my problem, that's yours. So it's just like, it's a joke really. But moral of the story is only a few people are going to be there for you. I mean, you're there for me, aren't you? But, so, you know, don't ever feel disheartened, and yeah, it probably will hurt your feelings for a bit, because you're trying to work out how people can, you nearly died and people don't give a shit, literally. Especially from the ones that you expected to be there for you and that should have been there for you. Not even, it shouldn't have been questionable, they should have been there for you. So, I mean, I'm just gonna sit here and be a crazy cat lady, because I'm pretty sure my cats have more loyalty than some people do, you know. But there we go. One of my lovely, beautiful friends, Crystal, she sent me some stuff. You know, some people are gonna, well, you know, some people are gonna, it's not you, you know, it's the person. So don't feel, you know, like disheartened about people not being there for you and supporting you. But that's life, isn't it? I'm talking to my cat. This is what life has resulted into. No, I'm joking. I always speak to my cats because we speak some sort of language together. But yeah, so hopefully I mean, it's my cousin's birthday meal on Saturday. It'll be the first ever time that I'm venturing out. Like, when I say out, I mean like properly out into a public environment, into a restaurant where there's going to be loads of people. Can you get out of the way? So I'm really nervous. I don't want to let her down, so I'm going to do it, and it'll be good for me and it'll be good for my confidence, and this is something that I need to do, and I'm excited because I already know what I want. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but hopefully that's all going to remain positive and I can give you a happy smiley video next week. But like I said again, I'm not going to be pretending to be happy if I'm not, because that's not the whole point of this. The whole point is I'm trying to get people to understand it's okay if you feel different types of emotions and mood swings and feel like you're going crazy, because we're only human and we all have feelings. So, and yeah, I need to let go of my anger, and it'll probably take a long time, but I'm gonna go now and eat my food and not share with Gabriel, and I will post another video next week. Also, my blog will be out this week as well. Maybe tomorrow. I'll keep you all posted and let you know. Okay, thank you. Say bye-bye.
Yeah, I stay down with my day one niggas and we in the club screaming no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no, no, no. Still here with my day one niggas, so you hear me say no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no, no, no. I still ride with my day one niggas, I don't really need no new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no, no, no.